Okay, so let's have a quick recap what we have discussed in the last session. In the last session, we have just discussed about what is Azure, we have it, who has started Azure, and whatever the services we are going to continue in this particular training. This is what we have discussed in the last session. And in today's session, we are going to learn about how we can create Azure account, where we can see the marketplace, where we can see all the services, and then where we can see the subscription. So this is what we'll discuss in the today's session. If we have time, then we can start our first service that is called as virtual machine. But before starting it, if anyone have any question, whatever we have discussed till now, if anyone have any question, you can please raise your hand. Yes, Mukhtar Ahmed, you can unmute. Mukhtar Ahmed, you have raised your hand, you can unmute.
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Mukhtar?
I am good, Ankit. Ankit, I am the newcomer in this batch and I am just doing my MBA in cloud computing. Okay. I got few questions regarding about AWS and Azure. So first of all, if I join your course, I got a certification from your side?
Course completion certificate? Yes, you will get.
Okay.
And course completion certificate will be generated by the system automatically as per our app.
Okay.
The app we are using it, and make sure the app we are using it, in that one your name is correct. Because of that, system will generate course completion certificate automatically.
Okay. So this course takes 40 days. After 40 days, I'll get a completion
35 days.
35 days.
Yes.
Okay. So after that, I have to give the.
Might be he left because of the Mukhtar, you are still there. Can you? Mukhtar, are you able to hear me? Might be the problem, some connection. Okay, anyone have any question? Okay, so Darshan, you can unmute. Yes, Darshan, do you have any question? Yes, Sai Ravi Teja, you can unmute.
Hello, can you hear me?
Sai, just 1 minute.
Hello.
Yes, Darshan, you can continue question.
Like in Azure, this is now Azure 104 is at administrator level, right? Hello.
Yes, Darshan, it is five. That is sorry. Yes, it is Azure admin.
Okay. Next, only Azure admin is enough to get a job, or we need to go to DevOps?
If you go with DevOps, Darshan, definitely you'll get easily calls. Okay, because you have more knowledge, and definitely you'll get a more package.
Okay.
If you just go with Azure admin, definitely you'll get little less call because you have just only one knowledge, and package will be also less.
And currently I'm in Power BI developer. So in analytics, so can I shift to, like, I don't have even, I'm a fresher also, not even 7 months I've completed in joining the company. So can I switch into cloud domain without experience?
Yes, definitely you can do that. A fresher, though people are completing their college, definitely they can also join this course.
Okay.
So anyone can join who is fresher or experienced person. Anyone can join this course, and there is no prerequisite to learn this course.
Okay. And what is Azure Administrator and Azure Dumps? These two are different.
A dump is like we have clear certification.
Okay.
Clear certification, for that we are providing now.
Okay. Got it. Thank you, Ankit.
Yes, Sai, you can unmute now.
Hello, Ankit. I think so. I have got it. It's 5-day week, right? Like Monday to Friday.
Yeah, it's a Monday to Friday. Yesterday we have discussed it when I'm showing you, but it's only Monday to Friday. Timing is
Okay.
always same, the 9 a.m. IST.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Are you in the WhatsApp group? Sai,
Yes, yeah. AZ
that's
99, right?
99.
Yeah.
Everyone is in the WhatsApp group. If anyone is there in the training which is not in WhatsApp group, please let us know. I'll share the WhatsApp group link in the chat box also. If anyone not in our Azure batch 99, so you can please join by using this link. If you are already there, please don't join duplicate groups. So I'm sharing the WhatsApp group link in chat box now. So I've shared the link in the WhatsApp group. So you guys please join by using this link. And make sure if you're already there in 99 batch, don't join duplicate groups, because 4 groups we have it, all 4 groups are same. So whatever we are sharing information in one group, it will also share in another group also. Okay. Anyone have any more questions? Like no one has any questions, so we can continue with our today's topic, where we are going to discuss about how we can create Azure account. Now, to create Azure account, first of all, you have to go to this link, the link which is mentioned here. You can go there. And under this, you are getting an option to create by using free, start free. So click on start free. After click on start free, here you'll get an option to create your Azure account. If you already have it directly, you can give your email ID and password, you can create. But if you don't have any account, then what you can do, you can click on create. After click on create new, here you have to enter your email ID. Vijay, are you able to see my screen now? Yes. Now, you have to enter the email ID here. After entering the email ID, you have to click on next. After clicking on next, you have to give the password, or whatever the password you have to give, you can give. And now after that, it is going to verify your email ID. It is asking you to enter your email ID. The OTP, whichever you're receiving on your email, you have to enter that one. And sometimes that email is going in spam, like we call it junk folder. It is going into that also. So make sure you are entering. Don't do it right now, guys. You don't need to do it right now. Ravi, you don't need to do it. Definitely, you will receive the PPTs. In the PPTs, you will get the links. And whenever after every session, guys, you will get these PPTs. You don't need to make any notes. Just focus on the learning part. Wherever we are doing it right now, you will get all these PPTs after every session. We'll upload in our app. From there, you can access whatever the links I'm going to use it. And after entering the OTP, you have to click on next. And now it is asking your personal details. You have to enter your first name, middle name if you have, you can enter that, and then enter your last name. But make sure you are entering the name as per your banking. As per your banking, you have to enter your name. Whatever as per your banking they are using, that's exact name you have to enter. Some people are using short names also for their writing it, but actually their name is different. The full name is different, but in documents they have short names like KS, something like this they have. So make sure you're entering it as per your banking system here. And then system will automatically take your email ID. And then after that, in the below, you have to enter your mobile number also. Email ID and mobile number. And then you have to verify your mobile number also. First, we have verified our email ID. Now we are going to verify our mobile number. So we have to check this checkbox, and here we have two options to verify our mobile number. Text me or call. So whichever you feel comfortable, select that particular option. Based on that, you will get SMS or you will get a call. There you are getting an OTP, and then you have to enter your OTP in the below one. So when you check this checkbox in the below, you will get an option to enter an OTP. You have to enter that OTP, and then your mobile number will get. After mobile number confirmation, you have to enter your address. This is very, very important. Here we are getting an option to enter PAN card also. For Indian accounts, you will get it, but it is optional, not mandatory. If you will enter it, okay, doesn't make any difference. But after that, we are getting an option for address. This is important. Why it is important? If you enter any wrong address, you are not able to verify your account. So which address you have to enter here? As per your banking system. So make sure whenever you're trying to enter the address, you are checking your banking website also. In your bank, what is you have any passbook from their side, or might be you can check by using online also, you can check the address. So make sure whatever the address you have in bank account, you have to enter the same one here. Exact same, like let I'll give example also. Now, normally when we are writing it, let's say I'm writing like this, flat number 4, comma, and then after that we are entering it, address, whatever XYZ address we have it, we will enter. But in our banking system, it is look like this, flat number 4, then XYZ. Yeah. There is no space. There is no comma here in our banking system. So we have to use as per our bank. Whatever you are writing it, don't go for that. We are writing something else. Sometimes bank person are writing something else. This happened with me also. I know that. I am writing it look like this, but when I have given in the form, in the bank, in my bank account, they have given something like this. No space, no comma. So we have to be very careful while entering the address here. It needs to be exact same as your bank. So make sure before entering it, you are checking your bank account. So address line 1, address line 2, even if they are using line 2, line 3, you have to go with the same. Then city, state, and then we are getting it postal code. Postal code means PIN code. We have to enter it. And then you have to accept the terms and conditions. And then click on next. And after that, you have to give your card details. And it accepts only 2 types of cards, Visa and Mastercard. So you have to give your credit card details here. Microsoft is not accepting debit cards. Microsoft is not accepting debit card. So you have to enter your credit card details, your cardholder name, your card number, expiry date, and CVV. And it will not support RuPay credit card. In India, some people have RuPay credit card also. And it is not supporting. You can see it is clearly mentioned that it is supporting only 2 types of card, Visa and Mastercard. In India, this is as per the India wise, I am getting it. In the US, it is supporting some other cards also. It might be as per your country, if you have it, it is supporting it. In US, might be it is supporting it. American Express also is supporting. So here we are getting the detail. So you have to enter your credit card. Now, I know that might be few people don't have credit card also. Happens in India or in some people in country, definitely we are not much using the credit cards. So what is the solution for that? Don't worry. I'll let you know the solution for this also if you don't have credit card also. And then you can see here, I got an email. I have actually sent an email to Azure Microsoft team also, just to validate. And they have clearly mentioned it. In India, they are not supporting debit card. But yes, I have heard that, but I'm not 100% sure. In other countries, in some countries, they are accepting debit card also. Like in US, they are accepting debit card. I heard that, but I didn't practically check that. So if in India, it is not supporting debit card. And it is clearly mentioned that we have to use Visa and MasterCard. We have to go. And I was trying to get the list of that, might be they're accepting some any specific bank. No, there is no specific bank they have. There is no specific bank list we have from their side. So any bank card they'll accept, but yes, it will go with Visa or Master. It is not supporting debit cards in India. And when you log in it with your account, your account will be look like this. Now, after that, you can click on subscription and you can see your subscription. Because you are creating first time account, you will see here like free trial. You are able to see that. And your status needs to be active. Now, one important point. Before creation of your Azure account, you can use any email ID for this one, like Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, whichever you want to, you can use that. But if you are using Gmail or Yahoo, before creation of account, make sure before that you will create Microsoft account. First, you have to create Microsoft account before creation of your Azure. So first, if you are using any other email ID which is not supporting it by the Microsoft, that you have to create Microsoft account first. So after creation of Microsoft account, then you can create Azure account. If you are using any other email ID like Gmail or Yahoo. So we all know how to create Microsoft account because we all are using Windows machine. So we all have our Microsoft accounts. We have the email IDs we have. So first create Microsoft account, and then after that you have to follow this process to create your Azure account. And now let me log into my Azure account. I'm using Gmail ID. See here I'm good. My account is older than 30 days. So here I have a subscription option. This is my subscription. This is the name I have given to my subscription. I can change the name if I want to change name. It is possible I can change the name also. But by default, I'm getting that name. So here I have option 2. I can change. But I don't want to do that. That is a free trial you are getting it because you are creating the first account. And for first 30 days, your subscription is always coming with free trial. After that, you have to upgrade your subscription with pay as you go. But yes, they are not going to charge you anything because if you are using free service, because which we have discussed in yesterday's session, we have a list of services which are coming under free quota. And even few services, they have given specifically mentioned it that under this service, you have to use this particular thing that is coming under free quota. Like we have discussed about virtual machine. Under virtual machine, it is clearly mentioned that it is go with B1S type. That B1S type is coming under free code for 12 months and 750 hours per month for Windows and 750 hours for Linux. Let me show you that link again to you guys. So it is a list of cells which we have seen in previous session. Scroll down the last. The type is, so make sure if you are using it, we can get. This is about account creation. Now, anyone have any question, you can please let me know. And I'll let you know the solution also what we have it if you don't have credit card. Yes, Chandan, you can unmute.
Today I had created a account, Azure account, with my debit card. SBI debit.
SBI debit card. So to me, they start accepting it, but the information which I have it still not it is accepting it. Okay, no issue. You can try that. Definitely to start accepting. That's good.
It's taking 2 rupees.
Definitely, it will charge 2 rupees something, and that 2 rupees also you'll get refund.
Okay.
That is getting you are getting the refund.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Chandan. Thank you for the information. Yes, Amit Singh, you can unmute.
Yeah, good morning. I have created through Microsoft Azure account, login to Gmail account. Automatically login this account, I have not created. Presently, I have login this account to through automatically login to Gmail account.
Yes, with the Gmail you can do that, but you have to create Microsoft account first. Or might be with that email IDs, you already have a Microsoft account. Because you are using Windows machine, Sumit?
Yeah. Yes.
So whenever you whenever you log in here with your machine, Windows machine, that you have to give email ID. Na? So it means whenever you are giving email ID, that automatically your Microsoft account will get ready.
Okay. Oh, how can check the billing process this Microsoft Azure account?
Sorry, can you repeat again?
Can you check this billing information?
Billing, you can search here billing. Here you will get it. Here cost management and billing. Under that you'll get information. So what how much billing you are getting it? You can. This is my current bill 49 rupees 86. And this overall bill. But the last bill generated is 42 rupees 24. So I have to pay this bill. Okay. And if I'm getting it, previous bills also I'm getting it. Here we have invoices option. Here I can see all the details here. See, these are the one bills which I have paid. 542, 482 rupees, 132 rupees, 103. And this month I'm just getting 49 rupees 86.
Only for 12 months is a free subscription is available for this account.
Correct. So I'm using it regularly, so that's why I'm getting the bill. Don't worry, we are not getting it much bill. Last month I didn't much use Azure account because I have just only one batch is going on from last month. So that was why last month we had generated only very less.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Ramalingam, you can unmute.
Sir?
Yes, you can ask a question.
Sir, with the help of AWS, when I log in AWS with the same account, we can log in.
Same email ID, yes. The one you have used for AWS, you can use the same email ID for Microsoft also. I'm using the same email ID. Same email ID I'm using for AWS also, and same email ID I'm using for Microsoft also. That doesn't make any difference. That if you have used for AWS, you can't use for Microsoft.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so you have just
Thank you.
create your Microsoft account, but might be either if you are using Windows machine, your Microsoft account is already there with you that you have. Okay, the one which you have logged in it here, it is already there with you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, Vinu, you can unmute yourself. Yes, Vinu, please unmute.
Yeah,
Yes,
hi.
you can ask
Ankit.
your question. Hi, good morning, Vinu.
Good morning. While you are saying no, you said that we can use any account, Gmail or Yahoo, whatever.
Yes, I'm using Gmail ID.
But when we have to use only Microsoft account on that part is little confusing.
You can use Outlook also. Outlook is from Microsoft. So that is it with Microsoft account. You already have it. That's why I'm not including Outlook here. Because
Okay.
Outlook is from Microsoft. It means you already have a Microsoft account. But
Yes.
if you use Gmail, Yahoo, those are not from Microsoft. So for that one, we have to create Microsoft account.
If we have Microsoft, use Microsoft. Otherwise, you can use anything.
You can any email ID. Doesn't make any difference.
Fine.
You can use any email ID.
Got it.
Okay. Yes, Mukhtar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vinod.
Yes, Ankit. Just I was looking to fill up the form and I got a question here. After the phone number, there is the option is there. They're asking about the organization. So what organization name I have to put in it?
Organization, they start asking. There is no organization. We have.
So if I'm
If
not
they are
putting any
asking
name,
it, just put any name. Doesn't make any difference. You can put our organization name, Logic Labs Technologies.
okay, so I can put anything.
Put anything, doesn't make any difference.
And
Because
it's
we are creating
also
personal accounts. These are not official accounts.
okay. So it's showing me popular service free for 12 months, 40 plus
That
service.
is the like which actually the list I've shown you just now. They are actually showing you that one.
Yeah, 40 plus services always free, 13,300 credit to you use in your first 30 days.
That is mentioned as 30,300 credit, but it is you are getting it 14,500. Has been updated because of the dollar rate has been increased. So because of the dollar rate, you are getting it more credit. Okay. That is the older screenshot that they are still using it, but you are getting it more credit, 14,500.
Okay, thank you for that.
Now, so we have created our Azure account. So what we can see now, we have to show you that how. Okay, before that, one student is saying that it is accepting debit cards also. You can try that. I didn't get any confirmation from any site till now. I didn't practically try that. It is start accepting debit cards, so you guys can try that. But I'm not 100% sure right now it is accepting or not, because as per the latest email, it's actually 3 months back email, which I have got it from Azure. So you can try that in debit card. But if you are not accepting debit cards, you definitely need a credit card. But if you don't have credit card, so what is the solution? Here is a solution. You can drop an email to this company. They are charging you some amount. Okay, they are charging you some amount. Based on that, they can provide you on that. It is showing you debit card, but it is not accepting debit card. I know that it is written as debit card there also. Krishna can also unmute right now. Krishna, can you please unmute?
Yes, sir, that's fine, sir. Yeah.
It is. I know that it is mentioning that it is. Please provide a credit card or debit card, but I know that it is not accepting debit card. But one student is saying it is accepting it, so you guys can try that. Okay, but I'm not still 100% sure it is accepting it. Okay, you can try that and let me know in the tomorrow session, Krishna. Now here is a solution, the email ID which I'm giving it here. You can drop an email to this one. If it's not accepting your debit card, you need credit card. If you don't have credit card, then drop an email to this company. They are charging you some amount. Based on that, they will give you their Azure account per month they are charging some. How much they are charging that I don't have any idea. Might be they are charging some near about 1200 rupees something they are charging. I'm not still 100% sure about the charges, because which I have heard it, they have reduced or they have increased some prices. I got little more not confirmation from anyone till now. So you can drop them email if you don't have any card details. Next thing is we have to see about marketplace. Now where we can see marketplace, and what is actually marketplace? Marketplace is actually online store. We have it in Azure where we can see all things at one place. Let me just search here marketplace. See here. We can see all things, whatever they are providing, whatever the all services or whatever the virtual machine recommendations they are giving, we can see here all details. And on left side, here I'm getting an option based on the categories also. Under compute, whatever the one we are getting. Under databases, whatever the types of databases we are getting. So we can see here all the things here, whichever they are providing to us. Even in this one, we have some private companies also, they have given their own products. You can see here, private products, we can browse the marketplace. And under market browsing place, we can see these are the private ones here. Few of them Azure has provided, but few of them they have also provided. The companies are tie up with Azure and then they have provided. If you want to filter it, here we have filter options. Operating system, based on which operating system we are getting. So you can see here all, let's see, just I go with the free one. These are the free things we are getting. These are completely free. We are getting. And they are saying that we have to pay one time. Still they are mentioning it. So here we are. Or we have free trials. Free trial means only for some period it is free. After that, we have to pay for that. See, it is mentioned as free. So under marketplace, we can see all the details, whatever the services we have it, we can see here all. Or the other thing is what you can do that you can directly search a service here also at the top. Whatever service you want to go for that, let's say I just want to go for backup. I can just search backup wallet. I want to go to image service. You can search. So whichever you want to do, you can directly search that also here. Or whatever the recently used, you will get. These are the recently used services which we. Next is subscription. I have already shown you my subscriptions, how you can see your subscription. Click on subscription option, or here also you're getting. Here you can see your subscription. After creation of your account, you can see that. And whenever we are going to create our Azure account, automatically Azure will assign one tenant to us. Azure will assign one tenant to us. Now, what is this tenant? We'll discuss more in depth also, but let me show you that also. For this, we have to go to a service called Azure Active Directory. It is showing, if it is not showing you, you can search in the top. And tenant is also called as primary domain. And you can see here, this is my primary domain. And how they are creating it? Based on the email ID I'm using it. This is my email ID I'm using it. Dot on Microsoft.com. This is the first thing after creation of our Azure account. Azure is allocating to us. See the diagram, you can see the diagram. This is as per my diagram. This is my tenant. We can create our own tenants also, because definitely in real time, we are not using the email ID tenant. We have to create our own tenant also. And creation of tenant is called as custom domain name. But yes, To create tenant, you need one domain name. You have to purchase one domain. We have some free websites also. I'll let you know. From here, you'll get free domains also. So you don't need to purchase actually domain name for this. But actually, yes, in real time, we have to purchase a domain name for this. And here I'm getting the tenant ID. The tenant-based system is creating it by default. For this, we are getting the tenant ID. This is my tenant. This is my tenant ID. And under our Azure Active Directory service, what Azure is giving us? Subscription. The subscription which we have seen, that particular subscription we are able to see. It is coming under our Azure Active Directory service. And under our subscription, what we are going to create? We are going to create resource group. What is this resource group? I will let you know, because this is very important. In Azure, without resource group, we are not able to create any resources. Without resource group, we are not able to create any resources. So it is mandatory. And under our resources group, we are going to create resources like virtual machine. This is virtual network. This is database. This is virtual machine. So any type of resource, whichever we want to create, it is mandatory to get resource group. Without this, it is not possible. Because when I'm trying to create virtual machine, but it is asking me to first create resource group or to select resource group. Then we can. Now we have three types of subscription we have: free trial, pay as you go, or support subscription. Support subscription is only for companies where they are getting it support from Azure. Only three types of subscription we have. Yes, in Azure we can get multiple subscriptions also. If you want to get, we can get that also. Now let me go to subscription part. Okay. Here you can see we have an add option. So if I want to add, I can add more subscription also. So it is checking the eligibility. See here. Free trial is over for me. As you guys already working. If I want to go for Azure for student, I can go for that. But for this, we need some coupon from their side. And here we have some more subscription. So we have to check our eligibility. We can check that. And after that, they are asking for some coupons actually. So if we have any coupons, then we can go for that. So definitely in real time, clients will get, or bigger companies will get their subscription details. Based on that, it is going to be activate the subscription, and that a particular subscription will show here. So like this, we can get multiple subscription also. So this is what we have subscription part, and how we can see now this actually the diagram which I've shown you. This diagram will practically discuss in our upcoming session when we'll discuss about tenant or when we discuss about Azure Active Directory. That time we'll discuss more things about what is tenant, what is Azure Active Directory, that time. But right now what we are going to discuss we are going to discuss about only this part. How to create resource group and how to create our resources. And then after that we can come to this particular. Yes, Sijo, you can unmute.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, Sijo, good morning.
Purchase when right in AWS also I have purchased one domain. So can we use that domain here?
Azure AWS or no? You can use it here.
Okay. So it has to
For
be
this one, it is possible actually. But for this one, you have to do a lot of changes in AWS. There is actually called resources details. We have it. We have to give that details. Okay. So best don't go with AWS one. There are some free websites. If you remember it, I have already told you also the website called Freenom.
Yes.
From there you can take a free domain.
Oh,
Just go with
got
that. It is possible with AWS also, but it's not a good practice actually. I didn't practically try that, but yes, as per options are same, it's possible.
Okay, got it. Clear, Ankit. Yep.
That actually, if you might be remember it, in AWS we have thing called name servers.
Yeah.
That is, with the help of name servers, it can be possible. It means you have to change the name servers of that domain.
Oh,
And
got it, got it.
in AWS, you have to change it.
Yeah. Got it.
Based on that, it can be.
Okay. Clear.
Yes, PPTD, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Ankit. Few days ago, I created one Azure account, but that same credit card, now I create one more account.
No. With one card, you can create only one account, not multiple. Not multiple is not possible.
Okay. If you go pay as you go, it will chargeable.
No, I'm at a pay as you go right now. My subscription is pay as you go. I'm under in my 12 months. If you're under 12 months, then they're not going to charge you extra for that. If you're using till the time under paid thing. If you're using free things, then there's no charge for that.
Okay. If I use extra capacity, extra memory, extra CPU,
Yeah, definitely.
It will be
They are going to
automatically
charge.
detected or
no, there are no automation. As per Indian government rule, as per RBI rule, they can't deduct automatically from your account. You can see that they are not going to deduct.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have to pay manually?
Okay. Thank you.
Anything else?
Nothing else.
Okay. Any question anyone have? Yes, Karan Singh, you can unmute.
Good morning.
Good morning, Karan.
My question is, if we have a multiple environment, so do we need to create a multiple account in a Azure like we use for AWS?
Production testing call, you're talking like this? No.
Yes.
No. Same account.
Because in our company we used multiple accounts for AWS. Like
no, if they want to, actually, what they are using multiple account, but in the end, actually, in the what they can do is they can organization they can cut and they can link those accounts also. It does. If you want, you can go with that. You can coordinate with Azure team or AWS team. They can link your accounts in the backend.
Yes,
they have actually done this thing.
Yes, because
Okay.
they recently got it.
But it is not required actually. If they want to do, they can do that. But it's not a required thing.
Okay.
If it's want to do, it is possible. But yes, we have to go with your Azure team and then you have to link your accounts in the backend. So with based on there, they can do.
Okay.
But it is not required.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so we are going to discuss about our first service that is called as virtual machine. Anyone can tell me what is virtual machine? Anyone knows whichever, don't worry. If it's incorrect, don't worry, just speak it. Yes, Bharat, you can unmute. Bharat, you can unmute yourself. Yes, Guru, you can unmute.
Virtual machine is a similar kind of physical desktop which we are using, but it uses the resources which is less used, and I think that it is
correct. The machine which I'm using right now, the computer I'm using, this is physically. I have it in my hand right now. The one you are using it, the computer, the laptop you are using, that is physically we have it. But here we are going to create virtually, where we are going to create in Azure infrastructure. So we are going to use Azure infrastructure to create a same computer. I want to create one computer. I want to create computer. So I'm going to create that computer in the Azure infrastructure. I'm going to do. I don't need to buy, like which I've told you that nowadays companies are moving to cloud platform. Why? Because the server, whichever they require it, they don't need to purchase physically. Just create their Azure account, and based on that Azure account, you can create your servers. Whatever the servers you want, you can go for. Now, it is supporting it these type of operating systems: Ubuntu, Windows Server, Red Hat, CentOS, Debian, Oracle, Linux. So these are the types of operating system we have it under our Azure. Windows is definitely from Microsoft, which we are getting. And then we are getting some more also. So first of all, we have to log into our Azure. And first, I'm going to show you how to create a Windows virtual machine. So what we have to go, you have to search a service called virtual machine. Or just search VM. Here I'm getting virtual machines. Click on create virtual machine. Now when I click on create, see here, it is first selecting my subscription. By default, I have one subscription, it is selecting that. And then what it is asking me to select resource group, and this is star. Star means mandatory fee. It is asking me to select resource group. Do we have any resource group? No. And we didn't discuss about what is resource group. But if I want to create new, I can create new also. But if I click on create new here, whatever the region is selected here, it is going to in that particular region. Or we can do one more thing also. I can directly go to service called resource group. I can create from here also. And now what is resource group? A resource group is a container, it's like a folder. I'm going to create under Azure, and under that resource group, I'm going to put my resources. It's like a folder, like I have this folder, batch 96 folder I have. Under this folder, you can see here, I have a multiple types of files: text file, JPG, HTML, PK files, JPG, application, PEM, JPG. I have multiple types of files here. So it's like a folder, like a container we are going to create. And under this container, we can put any type of resource, whatever the resource you want to put it. Like you can put virtual machine, you can put your databases, you can put your storage account, you can put IP addresses, you can put virtual networks, anything we can put our resource under our resource. And without resource group, we are not able to create any resource in our Azure. Now, some points about resource group. Resources can only exist in our resource group. This is which I have already told you. Resource group cannot be renamed. After giving the resource group name, it is not possible. Groups can be resources of many different types. Means under that I can put any services, any different type. Like I have all told you, we can put virtual network, we can put IP addresses, we can put virtual machines, we can put storage account, any type of resources we can put under our virtual machine, resource group into that. Any type of service. Even you can see in our upcoming session also, just now when I'm going to create virtual machine, there are some more things system is going to be created. You will see that also. Group can have resources from many different region also. Now this is important point and interview question also. Let's take example. I have created resource group in India region. We have a region called Central India. In India region I have created. But I want to create a virtual machine in US region. Resource group is in India region, and I want to create a virtual machine in USA region. Is it possible? Can I put that resource? Yes, it is possible. It's not a good practice, but yes, it is possible. So in the interview, they can ask you this thing. Can I put any other different region resource group in your resource group, which is in USA or in India one? I can do that. I can even, you want you to, I can show you practically also. It is important and it is your interview question also. My resource group in another region and my resource is in another region. It is possible. So, this is what we have resource group. Any question anyone have regarding resource group? Yes, Prashant. Prashant, you can unmute.
Yeah, Ankit, can you explain that first point once more? I'm a little bit confused regarding that.
This one?
A resource can only exist in one resource group.
In our resource group. Like which I have told you now, like this is my resource group. Let's take example, the batch 96 is my resource group. Okay, and whatever the text files are like are my virtual machines. So I can put my virtual machines only in resource group. Without resource group, it is not possible. I can create virtual machines.
So can we share resource groups?
Share resource group means?
It's like you have mentioned that resources can be placed only
Multiple
in our
different
resource
types.
group. No, like I have two users. So we can share resource group with each other. Is it like that?
With IAM users.
Okay.
IAM users, we can create in our root. This is our root account, actually, which you are using right now. We can create our users. For them, we can assign permissions to them by using IAM.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Practically, or Sachin, you will see whenever we are going to create more resources. Even just now today, I'm going to show you that. Okay. Yes, Sachin, you can.
The second thing now you told is we will have the second interview question. Can you just tell once again?
This one, the last topic, last point.
Yeah.
Now, okay, let me practically show you that, Sachin. This thing I know that might be a little getting confused. I'll practically show you that also in upcoming session. Actually, what is? Let's take example here. I'll explain you again. My resource group is in India region, but I want virtual machine needs to be in USA region. So can I use a resource group which is India region? Yes, I can use that.
Okay.
Okay. Practically, I'll show you in upcoming.
And what are you also said? Na, the second interview question that I didn't understand.
That is the one the only one interview question I've told you.
Okay.
Any other one.
I thought many different region you are talking about.
No, only the one interview question I've told you till now. That is the one which I've told you. Right? The point.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Guys, I'll come to you also. Those people has raised their hand. Let's first see how to create virtual machine resource group. Then I'll come to you. So click on create. And here I have to give the group name. It can be any name. You can give your name, my name, any name. I'm giving group -99. And here I have to select a region. In which region I want to create this one. So I'm doing it in Central India region. And now click on review plus create. It is validating it. Whatever the details I have given, is it correct or not? So click on my resource group is ready. In which subscription? In my subscription. And which location? Central. So my resource group is ready. After resource group, what is the next thing I have to do? I have to go to virtual machine service. Create Azure view. Now I have to select a resource group. Before selecting of resource group, see the region. Which region, right? By default, it is giving East US. Now I'm going to select a resource group and then see the region. Automatically it has been changed. Now the which I've told you about this point. Can I create? I can change region C. If it's any restriction, I'm not able to do that, but I can do that. I can do it in Sweden Central also. I can create that. My resource group is in India and I'm creating a virtual machine in Sweden Center. It is possible, but it's not a good practice. That was I was explaining to you. If you want to practically try, you can try that. When you're doing practice, you can try that. You will go for that also. Now we have to give our VM name. It can be any name. I'm giving it VM-99. Region, I'm taking Central India. And here we have, don't worry about the all things which are not mandatory. Just right now focus only on those things which are mandatory. And then we have to select image. Now, what is this image? Image is like operating system. The one we are using, Windows operating system. It is some similar. That's called image. So in our upcoming session, you have to remember these terminologies, guys. This is one terminology which I'm using right now, image. You have to remember this. In our upcoming session, I'm not going to use a word called operating system. Right now, this is first session I have told you. Image is called as operating system. And here I'm getting the one which I'm by default. I'm creating Windows machine, so I'm going with Windows 2099. We have 2022, but right now in 2022, we are getting some error messages. So don't go with 2022 for practice purpose, go for 2019 data set. And I have selected, if you see here, sometimes in Azure it happened. I have selected, but it is not showing here. So don't worry if it's not showing you. You don't need to worry about that. And if you go, when you go to the last tab, it will show there. Scroll down. Now here we have a size. Now, whenever we are purchasing any computer, what we are seeing it, CPU, RAM, and hard disk. And as per my requirement, I need one CPU, 1 GB of RAM, and hard disk, let's say I just need 127 GB. This is my requirement. So, first of all, when I'm creating a virtual machine, we have to select CPU and RAM. Hard disk, we have to select different. And see here, we are getting an option of size. Size means we have to select CPU and RAM. CPU and RAM. And here I'm getting. Which one? The by default size is B1S. And under this, one CPU, 1 GB of RAM they are giving. Even they have mentioned the charge also, don't worry. If you are under free quota, they are not going to charge you. If you want to see more details, click on all sizes. Here are. See the size which I selected. And even we have discussed it, B1S is coming under free quota. So you have to select the B1S, 1 CPU, 1 GB of RAM. And even they are providing us 4 GB of additional hard disk actually. They are providing us 4 GB additional hard disk. This is not an actual hard disk which I have to select. This is additional they are giving. Temporary storage hard disk they are giving. So as per the size, whichever I am selecting it, the size they are giving for the temporary storage. And what is this actually for temporary storage? Like in our Windows machine, whenever we are doing anything, temporary files get generated in our system. Like see, these temporary files are generated. So for these temporary files, they are giving this 4 GB additional storage to us. So it is not going to use our main storage. So like this, we have multiple types of machines. We have it here. So we have to select as per our client requirement. And even some of them, even they are not providing any additional storage also. So you can see zeros. Someone they are providing 300 GB also. So depend on client to client requirement. We have to select CPU and RAM. Right now, my requirement is very low. So I'm just going with B1s. Yeah. So we have selected CPU and RAM. This is done. Next thing, we have to give our username and password. And in username, your needs to be 1 to 20 characters long. I mentioned that B1s. 1 to 20 character long. And in username, this you can't add these characters. So I'm just giving a username here as Azure user. Now we have to give password. Here we have to follow the rules and regulations for password. Password needs to be between 12 to 123 character long. One lowercase, one uppercase, one number, one special character. Out of these four, we have to use 3 things. Out of these 4 things, we have to use 3 things. So I'm giving password. Azure password @ what? So we have given our password also. After giving our password, scroll down. Here by default, Azure has enabled a port number called RDP. Select inbound port RDP. And what is it? Port number 3389. Now, why system has enabled this port? These are actually port and port number is 3389. They have it. RDP stands for remote desktop connection. And we have to enable this one, which is by default enabled. But why we have to enable this one? The reason is if you want to connect any virtual machine, Windows virtual machine, specifically Windows virtual machine, we have to enable this port. If we are not enabling this port, we are not able to connect to our virtual machines. So like this, for Windows machine, RDP port needs to be open. It is mandatory. Same way in our upcoming session, whenever we are going with Linux machine, we enable SSH port here. So it is mandatory to enable these ports. Now, so it is enabled. Now click on next. Here system is selecting the disk actually here. Disk means hard disk. And here I don't have any option that I can give my own size. There is no option I have it that I can give my own size here. So whatever the by default they are giving, we have to go with that particular size. And what size they are giving for Windows machine? 127 GB they are giving by default for our C drive. If you want to increase, we can increase after creation of our machine. Or if you want to add D drive, E drive, if you want to add, we can add that also. Here we have option that we can add more. But regarding this, we'll discuss in our upcoming session. Now I have networking tab, management, monitoring, advanced tags. I'm not going to discuss about these tabs right now. So what I'm going to do is directly, I'm going to click on review plus. Yes, we'll discuss about these tabs also in our upcoming session when we are slowly learning more things. So I directly click on review plus create. System has validated the records, whatever the things I have given. And now I'm going to click on done. I have created my virtual machine. Now system is start creating our virtual machine. With virtual machine, it is creating some more things also. It is creating IP address. It is creating network Virtual network, it is creating network security group, multiple resources it is going to create. And now it start creating it virtual machine. Now, what are these? Don't worry. Whatever the things you are able to see right now, we don't need to worry. We'll learn it later. So see, I'm not doing anything on a tab. So you can directly come to this tab and click on. Our system is going to create our virtual machine. Now, is just creating a virtual machine, our work is completed? No. We have to connect to our virtual machine also. So that is the next thing we are going to learn. After creation of our machine, how we can connect to our machine also. Till the time it is creating it, yes, Shafuddin, you can unmute yourself. Okay. Dinesh, you can unmute. Dinesh, do you have any question? Dinesh, I'm not able to hear you. Okay, I'll come to you later, guys. Now I'm going to my resource. My resource is ready. I can click on go to resource. Here I am. Or go to home page. You can go to virtual machine. Here you are able to see that virtual machine. See here. In which region? Central India. Running state. Which operating system? Size. IP address. Here I am. I'm going to click on my virtual machine. Here I am. Here is a public IP. By using this public IP, I can connect to my machine. So I'm going to note down the public IP. Username, I have given it. Password, I have given it. So this is the public IP which I'm getting. This is the virtual network which system has defined it. And here I'm getting the private IP also. So whenever we are going to create a machine, we are getting two IP addresses. One is public, other one is called private. Public is used whenever you want to connect to that machine to publicly that time. Private for internal purposes. Now, here we have a disk option. Under disk, here I am able to see the disk which by default they have assigned. And how much GB we are getting it? 127. Here I am able to see. And here we have on the left side, we have a size option. I can see the size which we have selected. Here. So now let me connect to my machine now, and then we'll see how to connect to our machine. Now, in your Windows machine, you have by default, you have called remote desktop connection. You have in your Windows machine. So search remote desktop connection. Here you are. So give the public IP, the public IP which you have noted down. Enter that public IP here. Click on show options. Username. Click on connect. Click on connect. Now enter our password. Click on this. Done. So we are able to connect to our virtual Windows virtual machine with the help of remote desktop. Yes, it takes some time to load our Windows virtual machine. So we are able to connect to our machine, and here is our We have to take some time because Windows machine takes some time to load our machine. And then we can go to this PC and whatever the details you want to see, you can see that. And even we can see that additional 4 GB we are getting it. And under that 4 GB of disk which we are getting it, even Azure is giving one notepad file. See, a temporary storage. See, they have given it one notepad file also, where we have warning. Read that warning. Don't store any data in this temporary drive, whichever we are. We are not storing any data. It's just for temporary purpose. This is what we are able to see. That if you want to see more details, you can go to properties. This PC properties 1 GB. Windows Server 2019. So this is how we can see the details of our virtual machine. Now, the important point. Guys, please don't try to connect to these machines. If you're trying to do, definitely it is wasting your time and my time also. I'm not able to show you things which actually I want to show you. So don't try to connect to my machines. You can create your own machines and practice it. Okay, now, important point. The one which I've shown you. I'm going to terminate this machine first, then I'll show you the other thing, because a lot of people are trying to connect to my machine. And I don't want anyone to connect to my machine. Now I'm going to my resource group. Here is a resource group, and you can see here by default we are getting one more resource group. The name is Network Watcher RG. What is this? We'll discuss later. See, when I go to resource group, here in the below, I can see the resources which are there. And how many resources we have? 6 resources. Virtual network, virtual machine, public IP, network security group, network interface disk. So these are the one I am able to see all resources here at one place. So that is why I've told you we can, in our resource group, we can store multiple types of resources also we can store. Just many different types. This system is automatically created. Yes, one important point. After our practice, what you have to do? You can delete all these 6 resources one by one. Like you can go to virtual machine, select your virtual machine, and then click on delete. Because after our practice, we don't require that machine anymore. If you need, you can keep it as it is. But definitely I don't require, so I can delete one by one. So you have to go to all those 6 resources one by one. You can do that. Or the other practice it, you can directly delete your resource. If you delete your resource group, whatever the resources you have it will delete all at once. So I'm copying my resource group name. I'm going to delete resource group, and here I can give the name, and then I can click on. So like this, it will delete all our resources. This is how I can, but I'm not going to delete right now. Let's have few questions, and then I'm going to delete it in the end of this session. Yes. Any question anyone have, you can please raise your hand. Yes, Mukhtar, you can unmute.
Yes, Ankit. I've created a group over here, and after creating a group, select inbound ports. It's showing in inbound ports, the option is not opening. If I allow the
You're
public
talking
inbound,
about virtual machine.
yes,
In virtual machine networking option, we have these are the ports we have it.
yes, public inbound ports, allow selected ports, then I've selected inbound ports. It's showing SSH22, but if I put that, it's not coming.
No, for Windows one or Linux one you're talking about?
For Windows one.
For Windows one, you can't connect by using SSH port.
Then I got only three options here.
Yeah, in that
Like-
one it is showing you, but for Linux one, you can only connect by using a Windows machine. Is not possible to connect by using SSH port.
Okay. So I have to
Okay,
go
for
with the Linux one.
Linux one is SSH. For Windows one, it is RDP.
Okay.
Okay, and
For
I'm going
Windows
to
one.
terminate this machine first. Let me do that now. Clear?
Oh, yes.
Now we are going to delete the network watcher also because I don't require this one. Yes, Prashant, you can unmute.
Yeah, Ankit, just some time back you said that some people are trying to access your machine. So can we restrict the access? That
We'll do
who
that.
should?
Yes, we can do that.
Okay, okay.
We can give only my IP address. But I'm the only one who can access that machines.
Okay, so means like you said, people are trying to access. So do you get to know that someone is trying to access? Do you get any such pop-up or
I'm not
message?
getting any no pop-up message. Actually, it just get disconnected. And in my
okay.
screen, I'm getting a message that other person has connected to your machine. That is why I'm able to know that someone has connected to.
Okay, just like in Windows, whenever someone take our sessions. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yes, we know you can unmute.
Okay, what I'm asking is, you said right, resources can be, we can select any of the server, though we are resource group is on some other server. So is there any classic example that we need to select? I mean, in your example, you have selected the Central India, but when we are selecting the resource, is there any example that we
No,
have
whenever
other server?
whatever I have select Central India. While practice, you want to select any other, you can select that also. It doesn't mean that you want to go with Central India.
What my question is, resource group is in Central India. When we are selecting the resources, again we have a selection option. We can
Region
select
option to region. If you want to go, you can go with that also. Doesn't make any difference. But yes, your performance will little bit get impact.
Exactly. But
In
is
that
there
particular
any
case,
is there any specific requirement that we should go for? Because in Central India also we will get all the resources that are available across board, right?
there is nothing like a specific requirement we know we have it now.
Okay.
There is
Because
nothing like
actually
that.
currently where I am working on a US client virtual machine, we have this issue. Resource group is somewhere and the resource which I'm using.
Performance, yes.
Yes,
that is why I told you, if you are doing like this, the performance will get impact.
Yes, there is a issue, performance issue, but why that is created in that way?
That definitely they provide there. That is why I'm telling you it is possible. They can ask you this thing in interview also, but practically we are not doing it in real time.
Yeah.
Okay, because that reason is performance issue we are facing. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Syed, you can unmute. Syed, please unmute yourself. Deepak, you can unmute.
Okay.
Yes,
So
Deepak.
as you said, we can create any resources. And like as we created like the VM, instead of that, if I want to create any networking device like the Panorama Palo Alto, so that we can create, right?
Sorry, can you please repeat, Deepak?
Yeah, as you said, we can create the VM. Okay, in VM we have created one Windows server something. Okay, the same can we create for the networking in the Panorama firewall?
No, you want to create other things in your virtual machine?
Yes, right.
Or like you want to create any other sources? In your Windows machine, whichever you want to do, you can do that. It's like a computer. It's like a same computer which you have done it here, like I have it. Same thing we have done it there also.
No, Kit. My question is like the way we created Windows Server, the same way can we create any server for the networking devices, the Panorama server, which
That is what
we
I'm
can
telling
host
you.
on the
You can
internet.
create your machine, and under that virtual machine, you want to install anything, you can do that.
Okay, and if you want to give the HTTPS access so that anyone can
The
access
ports you
over
have
the
to give
internet.
it by yourself. You can give your own ports also into that.
But because you
HTTP, you want
mentioned
to
that,
regarding you're talking about HTTP port. We'll discuss later regarding HTTP port also when we'll learn about web servers. It's the same machine. I can convert it to as a web server also.
Okay.
Okay, it is possible.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so whatever you want to install, it is possible. You can install that in your machines, because as you don't know the client requirement. Might be your client is creating Python application, some client is creating Java application. They don't know what your client requirement. So cloud is open to all. You can do whatever you want to do that in your machines. Okay.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yes, Pooja, you can unmute.
Hi Ankit. My question is, like we have assigned resources to the server. So like CPU, we have assigned 1 GB memory. So can we change it dynamically if we required more capacity in future?
If you want to increase, you can increase, but the size whichever is given it from Azure, we have to go as per their size. It is possible we can increase.
Dynamically, okay. Okay. Thank you.
We can increase it, but Pooja, we have to select the size as per the list given it from Azure. We can't give our own size.
Okay, okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Valentine, you can unmute.
Okay.
Yes, you can ask your question.
Yes, so I was trying to launch my own virtual machine, but at the level of choosing the operating system, when I choose Windows, which I'm choosing Windows 10, which is the free service eligible, it says this size is currently unavailable in West US.
Might be there are some restrictions, right? I actually tell you one thing. In your free account, they have put some restrictions, might be. They are giving it now. They start giving some restrictions also. So that is why I told you go for 2019 data center, go for that. Okay. If you still face any issue, you can drop me an email while practicing. Okay. With screenshots. It will be easy for me to give proper details and with screenshot. If you drop me an email to me, it will be easy for me to check, and whenever I'm seeing your email, I'll reply.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Krishna, you can unmute. Yes, Basvaraj, you can unmute yourself. Basvaraj, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah. Hi, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Can I hear
Yes,
me?
you can. Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Sir, previously one question asked, sir. Same question. One is action group. Hello. In different
your voice is
locations.
cracking.
Reason one. Hello.
Yes, you can ask your question now.
We create a VM in one region like India, and we create group in Singapore or US.
Uh,
This is a performance issue.
Definitely, yes.
So why should allow to create the
That how can I know, Baswara? Azure has given that option, which I've told you. But yes, if you are doing it, it will impact our performance. But
yeah,
still,
actually,
some clients are. Tell you one thing in that one. Some clients are using multiple regions actually. In that case, they are using. Okay, they have their machine in India also. They have their machine in US also. They have their machine in Australia also. So they are using globally. So that is why they are using single resource group and they are using it. Okay, in these cases they are.
So they can to overcome this issue. How to?
There is no solution we have it for this one. Okay.
I am facing same issues. That's why I am asking.
No, there is no solution we have till now from Azure this side.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Venkat, you can unmute.
Yeah. Hi, Aniket. Previously, using that account, IAM account, what is that IAM account?
IAM account will discuss when we come to service. Okay. That is actually a little bit, I'll tell you that. More in depth will later. Like right now, I am the root user, but I want to give to some other person also. Can I give my root user account to him? No. So I'll create his account. That is called as IAM under my account.
Okay. For sharing the credentials, not sharing
correct.
credentials
The
and creating
permissions
like authentication type.
Will only give permission that he can only work on this particular virtual machine. Like this, I can restrict them.
Yeah, and previously cast in like authorization.
That is actually we are using a word called IAM.
Yeah.
In cloud platform. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Sayed, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi.
So your voice is very low. Please increase your volume.
Yeah. Hi, Ankit. Can you hear me now?
Hi. Yes, I'm able to hear
Yeah. No, I had texted you regarding the. Since I had latency issues here, I said I requested you to put up the mouse.
Yeah, I have read that. I will reply you
Scroll
that.
the mouse.
Okay. I'll try my best.
Yes.
I'll try my best to do it little slow for that. Okay?
Yes, please, and on the icons as well, please.
Sure. Definitely.
Thank you so very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
And one more thing, Sayed, whatever the PPTs I'm going to share with you, in that PPTs, each and every single step is mentioned. Whatever I'm going to clear, let's say right now, but I need to create resource group. So I want to click on resource group. So whatever the steps is mentioned, it is mentioned in my PPT. Whatever I'm doing it. And whatever there might be any little bit of Linux commands, whatever I'm going to use it, each and everything is mentioned in my PPT.
Okay. Thanks very much.
So might be if you practice it, I'll suggestion for you all, whenever you want to practice it, before that watch a video and watch the PPT also, both the things.
Right.
Then start your practice.
Thank you.
Okay, Sayed?
Thank you. Bye.
Yes, Tansena, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. So my doubt is here we are discussing that we will face the performance issue when we use the virtual machine from other location. So I just want to know what kind of performance issue will we face?
Performance issues were like something like that. We can say that whichever I'm doing work little slow. That is actually called as perform. We can say that. It slow for our expectation, which is like I'm going with India one, it is working faster. But if I'm going in any other region, it work little slow.
Okay.
So that is what we can call it performance.
Okay. And how many virtual machines can we use for one resource?
There is no limitations. We have it in your free account. There is a limitation of 10, but in real time, there is no limitations.
Okay. And the other thing is, in the virtual machine, you have mentioned the private IP address, right? So
yes.
Yeah. So how can we utilize it? Like what?
Well, how to utilize, we have to learn. in our service called VPC, VNet. That we have to read.
Okay.
Okay, we'll learn that.
Okay. And also, I'm a little bit confused about the tenant option you mentioned earlier.
Don't worry about that. We'll discuss later when we'll come. That's why I told you you don't need to worry about that. Just this is a diagram. Actually, I've shown you how we are going with that in Azure. So how to create tenants and what is this, we'll completely discuss later. Okay, we have a service called Azure Active Directory. That time actually a tenant is getting used. So you will actually see the importance of tenant here when we'll come to service called Azure Active Directory. Because to create users, we need tenant actually.
Okay.
And here we have option called custom domain names. So with the help of this one, we can create our own tenant also.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll discuss later.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Prithviraj, you can unmute. Prithviraj Yadav, you can unmute yourself. Yes, Guru, you can unmute.
Ankit, I have shared some questions.
It can be very long, 3 questions.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
your first question, okay, let me read it. Your first question is for the image, can we create custom OS version? Yes, we can create our custom images also. And we have 2 types of images in Azure. We have to discuss both the type. That is called as generalized and specialized image.
Okay.
So here is it, the PPT number 20 and 21. So we can create our own image also. Okay. First question is answer. Second question is it temporary storage same as swap space? What is swap space? I don't know that. Can you please let me know? Yes, Guru.
For RAM, if we consider do we have 4 GB RAM allocated for a VM, right? So there will be a 4 GB is called a swap space which will be created in the VMware. So do we have the same thing for
Something like that?
Azure?
Might be just something like that. I'm not 100% sure actually related to swap space because I don't know what is swap space here. But yes, it is just a temporary storage they are giving. So whatever our temporary files will get generated, it will put there. So it is not using the actual hard disk which will require it. So with the help of this one, our virtual machine performance will get better.
Okay.
They are just giving, like in our machine, I don't have any extra space, the one which I'm using. So I am having a lot of temporary files in my machines.
Okay. So the swap also works similar way, it will also improve the performance and the processing speed. So that's why I just want to ask, it's temporary kind of same thing.
Yeah, which actually are explaining it similar to that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. The third question is while upgrading the resource group, do we need
do you want to increase the RAM or do we want to increase the CPU?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
You are correct. And yes, definitely we'll learn that in our upcoming practically also. I'm going to show you when we'll come to a topic called scale up and scale down.
Okay. Okay.
That is called as scale up. Here we are using a word called scale up and scale down in cloud platforms for this.
Okay.
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 And practically also I'm going to show you.
Okay, Ankit. Okay, sure. Yep. Thank you.
Okay, so with any question anyone have, you can please raise your hand. Yes, Ravi, you can unmute.
Yeah, my question each resource group will map to only one virtual machine, or we can
no, in one resource group you can create n number of virtual machines also.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there any maximum limit?
For a free account, there is a limitation of 10, but in real time there is no limitations.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So with this, I'm ending this session. In tomorrow's session, we are going to continue with a service called virtual machine, and there we are going to discuss about how to create Linux virtual machines. So you can practice it, guys. If you have any question while practice, you can drop an email to my email ID. This is my official email ID from Logic Labs Technology. So you can drop me an email to this email. But just make sure whenever you're dropping an email while practice, You're sending me with screenshot or with proper details, whatever is your question, you can drop. So whenever I'm seeing your email, definitely you will get a reply from myself. Okay, here is my email, guys. You can see in my screen, there is my email ID. And let me paste in this chat box also. This is my email. Okay, and one important point. Okay, just a minute. Let me close this. Let me tell you one important point. After 2 more sessions, we are going to change the link from Monday session. Before Monday session, we'll change the link, and where you'll get the new link before Monday. You already might be have downloaded our app, which we have shared with you, or you can access the same thing by using our web portal also. So how you'll get that? This is the link of our web portal, or you can search on Google Class Plus login. This is the first link which you are getting. And then it is asking for ORG code. ORG code is IHMFO, and it is asking for your mobile number, or here is an option you can enter your email ID also. So this is my email ID which I'm using. And then it is asking for OTP. The OTP you will get on your email, or if you're using mobile number, on your mobile number you will get it. Then I'm able to log in. Okay, I'm not able to see actually 99 batch. Let me just take any other batch here. Let's say I'm just going with Azure 91 batch here. So just consider that this is your 99 batch. They didn't assign me that batch right now. So whenever you're going to your batch, okay, on the left side, you will get an option of announcement here. Okay, in announcement, here you will get your new link. Under announcement, you will get your new link, but yes, you will get your new link before Monday session. And those people are switching from previous batch to this batch. They are switching it. They will get their link on their emails. If anyone is there, I know that there are some students, those are not able to attend previous batch and they are joining in this batch. Those people get the link on your email. So we have already informed to my team. So you will get the link there on your email. So this is how you can see your link before Monday session. And make sure, guys, in our Class Plus, the name, whatever the name you have it, your name is correct. The name whichever is showing you here. Because of this one, system is going to generate your course completion certificate in the end of it. So the name is correct. If name is not correct, you have an option of chat here actually on the left side. Go to chat one, you will get a logical apps details there. Just drop a message. Please change my name to this thing. This name, whatever the name you. So make sure before completion of the batch, you change your name search. Otherwise, system will generate whatever the name you have it, generate with that. And it is not possible to change after generation of your course completion search. So make sure even while downloading your app, you give the correct name. Or otherwise you can inform to the chat box, my team will change. This is about from my side. We'll continue about our other things in the tomorrow session. Thank you guys. Thank you for the today's session. See you tomorrow.